3, 2, 1. Welcome to the 225 podcast, classy edition, with your host, Noah Ray, Andrew Cargill. He's wearing shoes today. And me,
first time in forever.
Matthew.
Oh my god, yeah, y'all don't get to see my toes. Let me know in the comments if you want to see some more.
Oh, I'll be writing in those comments. That's right.
So, today is the day. Noah and I have finished summer school. Drew got a job.
Okay.
And we are celebrating good things. So
We also moved my girlfriend.
yeah, that was a long process. It wasn't that long. It was just different.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
It's just moving.
It's a lot of stuff.
But anyway,
Yeah.
all that to say, you're probably wondering why we look so good. Because we are
We're
going.
releasing a new OnlyFans.
I hate
I'm
this.
joking.
He's joking.
We're starting a moving company. No, we are going to Capers tonight.
Capers!
We are so excited.
Wish us luck. Pray for us. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. We're going to tear that place up.
That's all we got to say about Capers, brother.
Yeah,
We'll
we can't
have a
wait.
live Capers review.
It's been a joke in our apartment for probably a solid 2 or 3 months now.
It's been a couple months.
To where, all the time. Capers is brought up daily.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be very interesting. They're going to be like, have you ever been to Capers? And I think we're all going to look at each other and just start laughing.
Yeah.
Be like, we've been watching from the outside.
We've been watching.
We know all about your establishment here. Who comes, what happens here, all the types of issues there are in this
Are
establishment.
there issues that we know of?
Yeah.
There's a couple of issues.
So we're all dressed up. Oh, God. Anyway,
So we're trying to break down those barriers. So we're going to have a good time. So we're going to Capers, and it's going to be awesome. So
We can't wait.
but we're recording an episode because we had a fun little topic.
we
to talk about.
are supposed to be at Capers at 7:15, and it is 6:22.
So we don't have all day, but
gonna be
we
a
have
quick
some of
one.
the day. So you obviously know what it's about because you read the title, or maybe you didn't. I don't know.
They just
but
click.
this main thing, and I think we can all relate to this, especially we kind of hinted about this of especially what's so prevalent on social media, but is comparison in powerlifting. I think we're all victim to it. I know, at least when I started, I looked at anyone I'm stronger than him with a 300-pound squat. But anyway, that's what I was doing, and I think comparison, especially seeing so many people stronger than you or in different things where you don't really know everything that's happening, it's never really going to be healthy or beneficial to compare. There's factor of just age and time in the sport. I think that's the first one. But then you have things more like
I choose to not believe that.
Hey, same here, man.
you have an equipped lifter. You have a lifter, just with wraps or full equipment.
Or takes
you can
gear.
have people on gear.
I wish.
Or you can have gear and
Full
equipped.
weight.
So I think there's a lot of different.
That's the double whammy.
I know.
I'm a double ply.
Well, they're not even
on gear.
not anymore. They're not stronger anymore.
Equipped?
Obviously equipped, but what's the biggest thing is not equipped gear. You don't hear about it as much.
Yeah, but 10 years ago it was.
I know. When Mark Bell was competing in bench 700 pounds, yeah, equipped gear was really big. But I'm just saying anymore it's not as prevalent.
Yeah, I was just making a
But yeah.
joke. I don't even.
What's equipped?
It's cool, but I don't really know a lot about it. So
But yeah, so I think we're just going to talk about our experience with it. We all have watches, we can check the time.
yeah,
I'm wearing cologne. I never wear cologne.
I'm having
Normally
to
smells.
hold myself back. Chain me up like a dog.
Like,
I'm
But
joking.
yeah. So you have feet in both camps, raw and equipped, not raw and on gear. But
Is camps
maybe
the
you
right
do.
term?
Yeah, it is. My grammar's perfect. Anyway, what do you think about it first?
No, we're gonna backtrack that.
yeah, wait.
Just kidding. I'm joking.
I'm joking. So
It's gonna be me. Who ordered that? Let me get that burger.
if we don't do that tonight, I'm gonna be really upset. Anyways, this was brought up. We kind of talked about it a little bit earlier today, me and Noah, and it was kind of brought up that someone was not comparing.
There's a lot of people that do it.
Yeah.
though.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just
I mean,
was
lots of
brought
people.
up.
We just noticed it and we thought, oh, this would be a good topic and stuff. Because one thing is dots. A lot of people nowadays were able to compare ourselves off of dots. We can compare off of each other. We can compare off of someone older, younger, female, all sorts of different ways. And USAPL has almost made not a standard, but kind of like a line of where people are 500 is pro, 450 is now you're that elite
Semi-pro.
advanced, and 400 you're advanced and stuff like that. And now it's a big all right. What's your dots? Because that's how you can compare to one another.
Yeah, what's your dots?
Less than his.
Just kidding.
I
we always say that in our apartment. Our one comeback is, well, what's your dots?
Yeah, and
I
I
don't
think
use that comeback.
They have random people in Target.
It's just a joke. They have meets about just dots. Like most pro meets are just
prime times,
all
all
that
that
prime
stuff.
time. So I think like USAPL is not gonna ever change to just dots, but in the
because
I think it's a nice concept.
in the professional aspect, it's dots based.
Yeah. So
I wonder if the Olympians can be dots.
I don't know. Yeah, I bet for certain sections maybe. But so the thing about it was we noticed one back to our like toxicity episode that was like 2 episodes ago. The amount of comparing, and I hate to say toxic, but that's essentially kind of where we rooted this from, was like someone in a squat suit and stuff, or squat suit or like knee wraps and all that fun stuff. You can obviously squat a lot more, and then someone of that caliber, not making fun, but not being polite, someone who doesn't do that and being like, oh, I squat more than you. Yeah, you're in a squat and stuff like that. But it also went back to our thing of someone that might be on PEDs, or someone using such as like USPA or some other federations that use like deadlift bars.
I didn't even think about that. Deadlift bar.
Yeah, deadlift bar, squat bar.
24-hour weigh-ins.
24-hour weigh-ins. You're able to, you have your own handler that's able to give you handoffs
I think
and stuff. WRPF
RPF does that as well.
I think they're the same concept as USPA. I could be wrong though.
And then, but there are like tested parts of USPA.
Yeah.
And
So I mean,
Yeah.
So I mean, not even just in the like our Fed or like the concept of our Fed. It's the comparing of two almost completely different sports.
Pretty different
I hate to say that, but I
sports.
mean it's a different concept.
But it's because you can go at it at
sport.
a different rate. Like for us, with 2-hour weigh-ins, you really have to be on top of your stuff of rehydrating, refeeding, like all that stuff. With a 24-hour weigh-in, like Carson, it was funny. He used to compete USPA.
Yeah.
Not that he, whatever.
SPF as well.
Or SPF, that's what it was. And they had 24-hour weigh-ins, and he was like, oh yeah, we'd eat like 15,000 calories the night before. And just like carb load, like all this stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
they're
like,
back up.
that'd be insane.
Some of them do like IVs and stuff.
Well, an IV sponsored USPA Nationals, an IV like company or whatever, like sponsored them. Like that's crazy. So a lot of people in that caliber or that area of the sport, they'll, cut 20, 30 pounds, whether that's through diuretics, anabolics, things like that. And I think it's just a completely different, it's just a different sport almost. We do the same thing, but it's like swimming and like almost like a diving or like water polo.
It's
You're both in
almost
the
like,
pool, but you train differently. Your competitions are different. You do the same-ish stuff, but there are pros and cons to both.
One's regulated and one isn't. And I think that's what it comes down to. Like the and this is not a hit on USPA.
No, or USPA athletes. Like
it's a different concept.
We have people at KSU
What I was
Barbell.
going to say is the level of, I don't know how to word this well, but it demands that you're on top of it. It demands that you truly are within 10 pounds of your weight
But also
class.
USPA, you can push it more.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like
You also have to be on top of it. But like if you are taking like anabolics, diuretics, if anything, you may have to be on your shit more, because if you mess that up, your legitimate health is on the line.
I think it's just two ways of approaching it. Like
it's
with USAPL, you have to know how to hydrate. You have to know how to refuel and refeed in 2 hours. You have to be within 10 pounds of your weight, a week out, something like that. With USPA, is okay. Yes, if you're really blasting gear and doing that, you have to be on it just as much. But it just gives you more leeway to eat whatever you want. I remember we had a friend competing, and this was like kind of one of my introductions to USPA, but like had Chipotle after he weighed in, and I didn't really understand like weigh-ins. I wasn't thinking about it. I was like, bruh, Chipotle before a meet is wild because it's so sodium heavy. But again, he had just come from weigh-ins.
Yeah.
To me, I was thinking he was like checking.
So it didn't matter. Yeah.
So, but I think there's that. But also like, again, we've established that it's almost a different sport. You can't really compare a soccer player to a basketball player.
Yeah.
you know, and especially if one's enhanced, you know, like equipped. As much as your sister and I like to joke about who's stronger, in being in wraps and being in something is a completely different thing to where like
it's a different sport.
Doesn't really
equate, you know, like they're completely different things to where like, yeah, it's fun, but at the end of the day, like I think comparison overall, you should really only compare to yourself. Like that's ultimately like, am I stronger than I was 2-3 months ago? But I feel like if there's any time where it's okay, and I don't like using the word okay for comparison, is someone I know is like in your field, in my, you know, a junior 82. That's the only person I'm gonna in USAPL.
Yeah,
that's raw. That's the only person I'm gonna compare myself to.
Yeah, because I mean,
I like to compare myself to the top 0.01%.
Yeah, me and Brian Shaw have a feud against each other. Yeah. But I mean, I mean, you're comparing two completely different types of fields, and what a DOTS value might be in one fed might be different in another.
Yeah,
is the best way to put it.
Can be different.
Because I mean, coefficients, but I mean, the like USPA 24-hour weigh-in, you have a deadlift bar, you have a squat bar. USAPO, it's all stiff bar 2-hour weigh-ins. Now, I mean, I don't know if a squat bar actually gives you much of anything.
Yeah, I don't think. If anything, I think it'd be harder. It's thicker.
I've wondered that.
I wouldn't like
I think you just get used to it.
No, I know you would, but like I wouldn't
wondered
want
about
to use
it,
that.
like how it impacts it the most.
I think it has less flex.
Ooh,
that's probably the biggest thing. No, there's no whip. Not that there's much whip to what we're squatting. Maybe for you, but like for me, I don't experience whip. But I think maybe when you have that 7,
depends what bars you have.
Pound
Texas bar.
I think when you get really heavy, there's less whip. You know,
that's nice.
Like when you see
that.
Jesus squat, I mean the bar's like
it doesn't even look like a power bar at that point. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
in some feds bench on a deadlift bar.
What?
I've seen a lot. People do that on Instagram because it has whip and it's easier to get off your chest. Like touching, not like. Have you never heard about this?
I have,
but I think I can get what you're saying.
I've seen
but that's not unless
it.
you have to be a super heavyweight to. Yeah. If it's doing the concept I'm imagining.
Not heaving, but like.
I know, but getting the slack vertically off so
I've
you
seen
get that
people
inch.
Try
I can get what you're saying,
but it's not like. I would recommend it, but I'm just saying it's another.
Yeah, don't do that. One time there was a guy at MBB and he was squatting with a deadlift bar, like didn't know what the difference was. And me and Zach were spotting him, and he was walking out, and it was like, it was terrible.
I think I was there that day.
Yeah, it was
Earthquaker.
But like he had no idea.
Yeah,
like, he was squatting like 500 pounds, and it was like going everywhere,
flopping up and down completely.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you just can't. I don't know. Compare yourself that you know for a fact are people that you're going to be competing against. Like, there's no point in comparing, like, or in the same federation. Like, compare your dots to USAPL people, that's fine. Yeah. Of, like, you know, if you're, or for me, okay, I'll put this in my perspective. I'm going into the Olympia, and that's dots-based. I have to compare to USAPL people dots-based.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go compare myself to USPA people dots-based because I will never compete USPA. I'll never, like, it's just different, you know? Yeah. So
you're not going to look at the 120 or the 110s, whatever, over there and be like, okay, so this is what won this. Maybe it's the same over here.
It's now, if you are stronger, you're like, damn right.
Yeah,
well, I think the state record is 618.
For what?
Squat.
618.
Untested?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Untested?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Well, no. No, maybe not. I think, I know Big Tom's 125, right?
I think so, yeah.
He broke the state record for squat, and it was 618. He's not 110.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think he's 125. Could be wrong, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom.
But, yeah, and he has a squat record. I don't know. It could be something crazy. You never know. If, you know, 110s there's some states. Well, the state deadlift record for Georgia is like 750.
Yeah.
I'm like, good God.
I don't even know who that is. And I don't.
What's his name?
Oh, is it the guy?
Yeah.
No, it's CNAT's guy?
No. Wait, he got second at CNAT's 3 years ago.
I know who you're talking about.
That's when he squatted 642.
I can't remember his name to save my life.
I'll be close to the bench.
He had
relatively.
every single one of the state records that, like, he's like 1 or 2 years above me, so I'd always see his name.
No, he's more than that. He's like 2 years above me. I think he was born in 98.
Okay, we're like
Actually,
6
4 years
We're
above
like
me.
6
In
months
other
apart.
news,
4 years above me.
You're an
110s
02 guy. I'm an 02 guy.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
In other news, the 110s in Georgia are strong. But yeah, I think.
Okay, there's like one other 110 in Georgia.
No, I'm saying like historically they've been strong.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying
For
like,
sure.
Hey,
but yeah.
you're top 2 in the state.
I'm one. I'm not trying to be that guy, but are there any other 110s in Georgia right now
I know
that are
there's-
junior? Not
Yeah, no, I know there's
The guy
someone just can't
that you competed against, you beat him, but he's
well,
from Georgia.
yeah.
No, I know there's someone from like the collegiates last year that I'm 99% sure did over 300 deadlift.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying like bench or whatever is close to your squat because I can't remember
Yeah.
to save my life. But I remember as like a Georgia State guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, there's someone.
If there's any other one, well, I only know because not many local meets have had 110s, as well as at states it was just me and Eli. So I don't know any other even names of 110s in Georgia.
I can't think of it.
So if you know anyone that's a 110, reach out. I want Ricky to go up to 110. Ricky Bobby.
Is he 100?
Yeah.
How old is Ricky?
He's like you. He looks old, but he's only like 23.
Okay.
I think his states was his last junior meet.
Oh,
I
really?
think he's a 23 or 24.
Yeah, tell him to go 110.
I know. I've talked to him a few
You're
times.
going 110.
Huh?
Just tell him you're going 110 now.
Yeah, I know.
I
I
need
need,
a
some more
challenger.
people.
I
I want
need a
to
challenger in
like
the state.
be able to do a local meet and be like,
Yeah.
let's go.
That's how 82 is.
It's
can have,
weird.
like,
Yeah, but there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of 82s.
And not in collegiate. All the collegiate 82s went up to 90.
Oh, yeah, they decided.
I don't know.
They
any-
decided to be men.
Well, you were 90 like 2 weeks ago, Drew.
No,
fair
like
point.
2.5 months ago.
I don't know any other 82s that are in college.
What?
That's crazy. There's
Tony
no way.
from Georgia Southern,
There's no
which he
way.
would wipe me, but he's. I thought he graduated. Someone said. but he might be.
Edson,
90.
he's 90.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna about Steven.
Yeah,
Steven's
Steven,
90.
Ian. Oh, he's not collegiate.
Ian's like collegiate.
Oh.
Steven's 90.
What will Sean be?
Carson. He's basically an 82.
Oh, dude, I was like, is this a Carson I don't know about?
He's basically one cut away.
Yeah, no, he's close.
We'll tell David. about it,
Sean,
too.
I think, is going to go up to 90. He's been around 190 recently. I don't know what he's going to compete at, but he's not collegiate.
He's
yet.
also only 16.
17, 16. He's
Yeah, he's
16.
16.
Bro's going to pull 6 before he's 17.
Oh, Jackson's coming to 82 after we're on that.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Once that
That's
happens,
gonna-
I'm
Jackson's
gone.
gonna run the
Crazy.
state,
Well, that's when I go up to 90, clearly.
and then
I don't
Kyle
know.
runs 90. Ethan runs 90.
I haven't seen Ethan in a
they
while.
both.
They're very close.
It's just who has a good meet or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Kyle is consistent. I'll give him that. But he always
That's
comes
crazy.
in. Well, Ethan had a terrible CNATS meet.
Yeah.
I've never seen a meet that Kyle did that he didn't
do
go
wanna
like
know
8
what
for 9. Like Kyle's a very good competitor.
Yeah.
He can go and he can execute, and I'll give him that 100%.
I'll
I
give
mean,
him
at
that.
CNATS he had a perfect meet.
He did have a
9
really
for
good
9,
meet at
all
CNATS.
green or white lights. Like
And he had just come off an injury.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of those were PRs. The bench was a PR. Deadlift was an all-time PR. So, and that's another thing is like people compare out of meet stuff.
That's
No.
so that's a valid.
Compare your dots in meet because if you cannot do it on the platform,
Doesn't
I don't
count.
care that you can
I'm
do it.
not going to
virtually.
call out individuals, but I'm going to say is don't put your training dots
That's crazy.
Yeah.
on it. Like, so I posted a training total, and I said training total.
Yeah.
Like my bench wasn't a comp
Yeah.
standard, everything else was, but that's why it was a training total. And then my comp standard bench was 10 pounds less, whatever. But it's like I'm not going out here telling people like, oh yeah, I think that was like 391, 392. I'm not like comparing like, oh, I have a 392 now. No, my comp
Yeah.
dots is still less than that.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna compete in 15 weeks and hopefully bring it up. But like I just think it's so like everyone, as much as we talk about this sport, and this is going back to the toxicity thing, is this sport was originally us against the weight, and there's obviously a competitive aspect, but everyone takes it, and I think this is just what college students have been doing, like younger people have done to the sport, is everyone has just taken it and made it so competitive to the point where they're willing to use all these small, like a little weasel, to make themselves seem better. Like, oh, this is my dots. well, that's a deadlift on a deadlift bar out of competition, and you heaved.
You're
you know,
really
like,
going into
can't-
this person, huh?
I mean,
I know
no.
exactly who you're talking
It's
about.
not, but it's not necessarily just this person. I see it all the time. I see
Yeah.
people try to compare numbers, and it's like, at the end of the day, if this is what you have done in comp, this is what you can talk about. Now, okay, I think 6 months away from a comp, like out, my bad, 6 months past states. I've obviously gotten a lot stronger than I have at states, but I will say I've gotten stronger, but I'm not gonna be like, well, this is my dots.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the main thing is like, at
You
the
have
end
to be
of
able
the
to
day,
execute on a platform.
our sport is about that. It's about being able to step on the platform and execute. That's what we train 8 months, 6 months, 9 months for one day, for 9 minutes. That's all that matters. Yeah, you can be strong
9
in the
minutes is a
gym,
long time.
and that's a long time.
Whew.
You can be strong in
Gets
the
me
gym.
dead.
Some
but it
people
doesn't
do
matter.
like 10 or 11 sometimes. Sometimes you got to relift.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I don't think I could make it that long.
I'd probably be dead.
Yeah.
probably.
Probably pass out.
Probably rush me to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardiac arrest.
Yeah, that's a bit too much for you.
You would know.
That's so crazy. That's so valid. I don't like to say that's valid, but like he's got a point. Like, you would know. That's crazy.
But yeah, and that's just I really wanted to bring that up. Like you said, being able in our sport, it's so important to be able to execute on a platform. And people that go around like, oh, like no, what'd you do on the platform?
Yeah.
What is it?
You're a good executor. I mean, you've ever only gone 8 for 9.
8 for 9 or 9 for 9.
So like you've executed.
Well, I've also hit all-time PRs at meets on squat. I've never not hit a squat all-time PR at a meet.
Like I've gone. Have you ever
Never.
bombed?
No, I've never bombed.
I've gone 5 for 9. That sucked.
I had at the owl liftoff, first time ever squatting 5.
Yeah.
At States, it was like a 2.5, 5 kilo PR maybe.
567.
567, but I think I'd hit 562 in
Yeah.
training. And then this was 635 in training and 645 at the meet.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And
pretty
then
nice.
bench, I haven't like hit PR, but deadlift I hit a PR at the owl liftoff again, as well
Yeah.
as
I've hit comp PRs in every meet, but I haven't hit like gym PRs. In every meet.
At the owl liftoff, I had a gym PR in every single lift.
That's crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
The owl
Who could've
liftoff
done
for
that?
me was like wild. I think that
I mean,
was the
that's why
best
we're
meet I've
gonna
ever
like,
had.
do it again.
Oh yeah,
Doing it.
Speaking of
Oh.
owl liftoff, I got like 2 or 3 people from MBB. Gave them my number. They're gonna do it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So
I want it to be. I
Mr.
don't
Recruitment
know-
Officer over here
I
doing
don't
his
know
job.
if we can, for the first time in
damn right.
forever. I don't know if we can like do a 2-session meet, but it might come down.
I think
to
we
that.
could. I think as many people as we can get to sign up,
I know.
we do it.
80 people. Would
We
be
make it work.
insane. I know.
Make it work. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I won't do it. I'll ref the whole time. I'll load. Like I don't care.
I'm not competing.
You know?
I'm gonna MC again.
No, I know. I
So
told him. I was
fun.
like, yeah, our president like does the talking, so it's like a lot of fun and
He's a doctor.
you know.
I would, dude. I would like to say everyone felt special and everyone had a great time when they came out on the platform.
It was a lot of fun.
Like,
I
because, and that was the thing that made it really fun. We're going so off topic, but that was the thing that made it really fun was I knew probably 80% of the people pretty well. And so I was able to like actually have fun narration. And like, not that commentating is like, okay, soccer commentating.
it can get repetitive.
Soccer commentating is, you know, what's happening, it's going on, it's fast, like especially when it's in Spanish. I mean, it is like riveting, you know. They are yelling.
I only speak American.
What'd
I
you
only
say?
speak American. So
But like,
The
and
correct
even
language.
other sports, but
The only
powerlifting is like
Right.
the commentators never, unless it's Gino, they're never that into
Gino.
it. So they're like, and even Gino, no disrespect, but can like it's just repetitive by nature.
that
what
was
the commentating
disrespectful
is.
as hell. Get the
Yeah,
hell off
that
our
was
podcast.
crazy.
You don't even know. You've never had Gino.
I'm
You've
gonna
never had
protect
him-
his name.
You've never had him
No.
announce your meet.
You ever
That's
disrespect
fine.
Gino like that?
I
again,
didn't
we will
disrespect
have
him. I just said
problems.
the whole sport gets
Do you think he'll be at the
repetitive.
Olympia?
Maybe.
Oh, he might. He goes to Florida a lot.
But he's also like, he is the biggest character in powerlifting and he makes announcing fun. Like if you deadlift or pull or do anything with 666, he puts on horns. Which
It's-
I don't vibe
it's
with,
weird, but
but
you
it's
correct.
funny. And
you have to
anyway,
get hyped up for it.
He just does a
It's
bunch of
awesome.
cool stuff. I try to do that for the hour lift off. I know the people. I'm gonna say funny things. I'm gonna have fun.
You said some out of pocket stuff last time.
I did say a few things I shouldn't have, but it's okay. But like at States, it's like Matthew on deck, and he nails that squat. Yeah. Or yikes. That's the funniest. If someone, that's so bad. But it's like, ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know who's awesome announcer? Chris Cho.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, have you not been to a meet? No.
Oh, we could do the 225.
Yeah, it's only like someone just asked that or brought that up before. So weird.
You said you wouldn't be in it, so it'd just be Noah and I. It'd be
it'd be the meet I'm competing at, meet I'm hosting. There's a couple reasons why I won't be there.
Owl Liftoff?
Oh,
we're talking about the Owl Liftoff.
Oh, he's talking about his meet.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that.
If we have the resources to all be able to announce
live stream it,
I think we should. I would live stream it.
Power move.
That'd be
fun. Just been like us chatting.
Yeah. Would y'all like to see that? So kind of, we've seen a few things. Obviously, there's a lot of people that do live streaming in Georgia. Actually, maybe not Georgia, across the country. Well, at States, it was live stream. Who's live streaming States?
By, I think they're North Carolina.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, there's no one in Georgia. And we were thinking about, about doing that. And if y'all would be interested, let us know. I think we'd add a really fun dynamic to some powerlifting meets. Not that we've really even talked about this a lot. We've talked about this maybe 2 or 3 times.
I brought it up once if they'd be interested for the PA state meet.
Mm-hmm. So
trying to make them do it.
I mean, it would be a lot of fun to just take a lot of equipment, a lot of like setup, like how do we actually do it successfully. But if y'all would like to see us commentate a meet or two, here and there, kind of try it out, live stream it on the 225 podcast YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
I think it'd be sick.
I think that'd be pretty cool. So
we could talk to a couple meets coming up and see. Hey, just curious.
Do you know any meet directors?
I happen to know quite a few.
You know a few of them?
Yeah. But yeah, I think it'd be fun. But we'll see. If y'all would like to see that, if y'all have made it this far and want to see that, or if you're a meet director,
reach out,
Becky. If you would like us to do any of your meets coming up,
let
us know.
No way Becky trusts us to
hit her. No way.
She'll watch this.
I bet you she would.
One of us will get a text about it, but I'll be very interested to see if she would say yes.
I think it'd be fun.
You have 24 hours.
Well, this gets posted next Wednesday.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a long time.
Yeah, this is a 6 days ahead.
Well, everyone, we have capers to get to. Please pray for us. Wish us luck as we go into this hellhole of a place. We have no idea what will be coming for us. We have no idea what will be there. But we pray we make it out.
We have a small idea.
And we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be awesome. Drew's going to get drunk. We're going to have to drive him home. So
he's going to drive us home.
He's going to drive us home, actually. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Can't wait.
So yeah.
Reason I'm going.
It's going to be awesome.
All right, friends.
Bye, everyone.
25 podcasts on most platforms.
Love y'all.
See you next time.